In 2023, we have seen mature organizations who invest heavily in cybersecurity still falling victim to debilitating cyber attacks. This is due to the tenacity and ingenuity of attackers who exploit cyber hygiene issues or find novel ways to compromise legacy defenses. Another key reason for these breaches lies in the complexity of security capabilities in most modern organizations. With higher stakes than ever, 2024 will require a holistic approach to cybersecurity, accounting for macroeconomic factors, emerging tech, and cloud risk, among others. In view of this, we have invited a very special guest to share deep insights from his expertise in cybersecurity domain. Please join me to welcome Justin Ong, who is the Asia Pacific Chief Information Security and Privacy Officer for Panasonic Asia Pacific. A very warm welcome to you, Justin.
Thank you, Kalpana. Yep. It's my privilege to join this session.
Thank you so much for taking your time and joining us today. Justin, how do you perceive the current cybersecurity landscape, and what key trends or emerging threats are you observing?
Okay. I see that with the post-pandemic, we are coming out from pandemic. There's another wave of digital transformation. During pandemic, everybody couldn't go to office, meet in person. So that kind of spurred the shift using digital technology to connect people so that business can continue. People still can perform their work even though from remote. Coming out from pandemic, we see more uncertainties like geopolitics and high interest rate going up, inflation. So therefore, organization we have to think about how to we address this kind of challenges. So going forward is always using technology in the innovative way to change the game. So I see going forward more and more company, including Panasonic, we are thinking of ways to kind of connect machine together. At the end of the day, it's about pulling the stops in between, which usually means people in between. So how do we streamline this? So with all this digital technology, that would be like digital transformation will occur beyond IT. You'll be going into OT or operation technology and including IoT. So that itself, the whole idea is to obviously to be more productive than before. And especially nowadays also, nowadays the market is quite fragmented. So meaning company need to produce personalized products. So in small volumes, so it does require shifting from mass production to mass customization using all this smart technology that match the demand with the production. So in order not to have a waste and all this. So and the cybersecurity for OT and IoT is different from IT. So when there's a cyber attack, the impact for OT will be much greater. There will be, I think, greater impact to the business side, because usually when something is disrupted like supply chain, it is very bad. I mean, in terms of branding and all this. And sometimes it can cause a fatal incident if the machines kind of manipulated by hackers doing something different. You can cause fatal incident. So therefore, going forward, I think we have to address cybersecurity beyond IT into OT and IoT. That's one area I think we need to focus on. The challenge is when we talk about OT and IoT, it is talking about devices, devices different from the PC or smartphone, whereby PC and smartphone, they are more sophisticated. They have all this advanced OS. They cater to users and trying to provide better user experience. But for OT and OT, we are talking about those primitive machines. So whereby the OS are very primitive. And the memory CPU are of the low end. So how do we address the attack to all these primitive devices? Those are the something as CISO, for those in charge of security, we really have to think about. Yeah.
Yeah. So having said that, we are yet to start finding a solution for these. I mean, these are the challenges that you're telling, or you already have a landscape, a kind of an IT landscape, a security landscape, wherein you're already, meeting the challenges, and you have a solution already. So, if you can throw some light that what is the existing, kind of a good security posture you have created at Panasonic, and especially as you mentioned that IoT is pervasive in manufacturing. So, being a very kind of a pervasive technology, how you are, actually integrating IoT devices while maintaining that robust cybersecurity measures to safeguard against potential vulnerabilities and attacks.
Yep. So for all this OT and IoT, we need to enforce or start thinking security from the start of the projects. Meaning privacy by design or secure by design. That's important because for OT and IoT, the whole idea is it is based on whitelisting. That means we have to be very strict. Only approve function or connectivity will be granted. So it's different from IT. IT is different. IT is based on blacklisting. That means we basically trust all the connection, and so we will block those malicious. But for OT, it's the other way around. So the OT, we must discuss for the project what are required, and we grant the minimum privilege. The whole idea is we assume guilty until proven innocent. That is everything is no good unless there's a special reason to grant it. So that is the principle. More stringent. That is from project implementation viewpoint. We have to get it right from the beginning to make sure whatever project scope, whatever project one, you have to consider what are the risks. I think the idea is risk management based on whatever the project or business want to do. Then we have to map out the mitigation. Obviously, that is from project viewpoint, the privacy by design. But I think we have to also constantly, after the project go live, we have to do what I call cybersecurity audit. Meaning all these devices usually they are exposed to internet. They are so they are the attack surfaces with all these devices. So we also have to scan. We have to scan regularly all these devices, and with frequent scanning. And how do we use AI to pick up the vulnerabilities? As we pick out the vulnerabilities, we also have to quickly kind of rank them based on the criticality. This criticality need to tie up with whether threat actors are targeting them or not. Because when we scan, there will be a lot of issue. We can't actually remove all the issue, but we need to know which are the critical one. So also using AI to correlate with what is happening in the dark web, whether some threat actors are targeting some vulnerabilities. So if for those vulnerabilities are threat actors are targeting, then it will be ranked as the topmost priority. So based on all that, I think we have the intelligence to focus and target. And this area, I think we need to kind of use whatever hacker technology. We need to see what hacker are seeing. This is one area whereby we try to plug the gap. Previously, we try to collect information internally, but going forward, we need to really be aware, have the visibility what hacker are seeing. That's where also Panasonic we deploy what we call the external attack surface management. It is a kind of a new cloud platform. It collect information like hacker, but into the platform using all this social engineering to pick up vulnerabilities. You also like hacker try to see what is vulnerability, then with AI it quickly build up the dashboard so that we kind of know in advance we can take remedial actions for those critical vulnerability to plug the gap before the hackers start coming in.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. It's a part of a kind of a drill, kind of a practice that, okay, checking how robust is the security internally.
Yep. So we need to up the game. The idea is in the past, a lot of company, they do have compliance. They will scan once a year, but I think that is not enough. And security right now is also a board level concern. I think that's a good thing due to also this is a national level concern. Government setting the regulations. In that sense, you raise the kind of awareness at the board level. And security, I think we should shift from traditional IT to the board level whereby so as a CISO, I need to kind of give an update to the management to get their support so that management can give a direction. So for me, the role is for me to pitch to top management instead of from IT. They try to explain to the management with I think unnecessary details. So that's where I think we need those more sophisticated tools that can present the dashboard in the way that management can easily understand. Oh, this is critical. So then they will act on it.
Yeah, so that they can understand, they can relate with that kind of a report. That okay, how critical it is. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes. So AI has taken not just the all kind of industries by storm, but I would say even we can hear a lot of noise, a buzz kind of the use of AI for cybersecurity. So can you just could you just share more details that like one of it you were telling for IoT, making IoT as a secure technology in manufacturing. AI is playing a good role. So what are the other ways wherein AI is maybe, we will see AI helping in cybersecurity, whether it is the earlier threats, which was from our own human resource. I think that's what I have heard. I have read that AI will be actually helping a lot with the biggest threat that organizations were facing, which was from inside, which was the behavior, human behavior. So, what are the other things, or we can throw some more light on the use of AI?
Mm. Yep. Yes, we have to match the hackers. Definitely hackers, they are using all this technology with AI capability to attack. So we have to match the level. So no choice, we have to use AI. We are not matching to the level. I think we will be fighting or losing more. It is like Ukraine. Ukraine, the war in Ukraine and Russia is off balance. I mean, in terms of all this, the weapon, the sophistication. So, therefore, I definitely think company, we have to go AI. So, obviously, AI, as I mentioned, due to post-pandemic, the challenges, the cost, and also things are changing very fast, and it is difficult to change the skill of people. I mean, to retrain them, uh, for additional expectation or requirement. So AI is a good way, in a way, uh, especially with generative AI. The wonderful thing is, with generative AI, we have a lot of information on the internet. The past problem is this information is too maybe huge for anybody to research and organize. So it take time. So with generative AI, the good thing is anything we can do a problem and it kind of quickly summarize the result, organize. So that is the speed we are talking about. So everything is about speed, especially in cybersecurity. We need to know something is not right. So with AI analyzing like network traffic from all the different aspects, so alert can come in very quickly. With the alert, like the AI also can help with mitigation. Sometimes knowing the alert is one thing, but how to mitigate and how to come up with a plan to quickly mitigate. And so the planning part, this action planning, AI also will be able to help. I guess the other one is I talk about regulation. More and more the government regulation require the company to kind of report when there's a breach ongoing. So how to report in a way that first of all, the management have to do the reporting. So all this from action to the response to the government, this is what I think AI can help. Because at the end of the day, I think AI can speed up all this. In the past, due to it require different team to work together, and each of the team need to understand what is going on. There are so much information coming to pick out a key point. It's not very easy. Sometimes it can be very subjective. With AI, I think it kind of make people, uh, look at the objective. AI being objective is a technology. The good thing is being objective. Without all this technology, sometimes in this kind of crisis, what I say, people may find offensive or something. So there's all this political pressure. But I think these are something That's good. So I see AI is like a third-party consultant. So before AI, anything we use the party, assuming they are neutral, they can give the professional advice. But with AI, I think it can help, especially in cybersecurity, because cybersecurity is incident are very sensitive, unlike other projects they tends to be open. Uh, but cybersecurity when it happen, we also need to ensure only limited people need to know. We do not want to share too much because it'll be out of control. So I think this is what I think AI can really help. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So responsible use of AI is really critical, and it's a kind of a technology being applied in organizations to enhance threat detection and response capabilities.
Yes.
So, with increasing regulations around data privacy, how are organizations addressing compliance challenges, and what strategies are being implemented to protect sensitive information?
Due to all these cyber threats, we need to consider data privacy. So the approach is risk management. Instead of working out one size fits all the rules, which is not possible because project by project is different. So, which I discussed earlier on. So we need to shift from into like this privacy by design, going to projects to provide targeted advice to the project according to their requirement. One of the thing is going forward, that's where I think besides protecting the system, how long we focus on the systems, the devices, but now we have to kind of also add the dimension of data. So because with all this digital connectivity, digital transmission, data are flowing around. So, and therefore, we need to consider data security. So, we will need additional dimension to manage the data. So that's where the data security platform, which is DLP, data loss prevention, need to be put in place according to the kind of sensitive projects. So this modern DLP have been around for some time, but legacy DLP is not easy to use because it requires human to label, to configure, and so then the alert is very noisy, a lot of alerts, so difficult to pinpoint. So that's where modern DLP platform with AI capability will help. So the AI will analyze the context of the data being accessed automatically based on country regulation and rules. So it will be very context based on data content. It kind of can trigger a predefined policy and based on the user. Who are the user accessing? Are they having the rights? If they have the rights, then need to make sure the protection comes in. So I think the ISO 27001, which is the gold standard for all the big enterprise to follow. In 2022, it came out with a new revision. It kind of helped to address this. So it has all this new requirement for data loss prevention. So this kind of helps to address rather than company have to work out on their own. I think all this ISO 27000 realize there's a lot of countries now, government is following the GDPR in Europe. So how to ensure enterprise take responsibility to protect them. So in that sense, we have to go beyond protecting systems. We also have to consider data being accessed. So in the ISO 27001 2022 edition, so there are all these data loss prevention and also data masking, meaning the application side also for people when they view the data, if they do not need to see the sensitive information, all this additional protection technology like data masking have to be put in place. So these are the additional requirement considering from all this data privacy to comply with country by country their act on the personal data protection.
Yeah, sure. So, why is cyber resilience important? And if there is a zero-day attack, how would you deal with it and recover from such an attack?
Okay, this come back to security culture. Security culture is something we have to go beyond the staff level. So, cyber hygiene, of course, we talk about security education and phishing tests for all the staff, but for all this response for in the case of breach, right? Definitely top management will come in, and so that's where we will conduct a tabletop exercise to create awareness for the top management, their responsibility. I think this is important because cybersecurity is really business risk and it is no longer IT risk or IT issue. So it's a business risk. So we need to prepare the top management. So it is a stakeholder management. So besides the top management, meaning the CEO, CFO, you also require legal to come in when the breach happens. So and branding, because how to communicate to the authority, how to communicate to outside like partners or customers, and so this will require branding in a way crafting out the right message together with legal. So there are all these different stakeholders need to come in. So and time is important because usually a lot of PDPA, Personal Data Protection Act, you require company once to confirm there's a breach to announce, inform within 72 hours, which is not a long time. So it's basically it's 3 days. So in that sense, first day is very important. First day usually, for cybersecurity, I think the first day is once we confirm, we have to shut down the infected system to isolate, and the system, then we have to quickly bring on the DR side because the infected system, we need to keep it for forensic investigation. So therefore, the whole idea is to make sure our disaster recovery can work, for example, to recover within 48 hours, 2 days. So that's the thing to avoid the impact. And then after that, we will need to consider like what is the impact. What impact here? I mean what data have been leaked from which country, because we need to determine like from the country of those customers information being leaked, what does it mean? So we, based on the all this impact analysis is required. How do we inform in compliance to the local regulation act of that country? Obviously, I think at that point of time, need to consider, like cyber insurance, because all this how to recover the business impact, you require cyber insurance.
So have you ever faced such kind of a cyber incident in your journey so far?
Yeah, that definitely company will have, but that was before all this legal regulation coming.
Sure. So as a conclusion note, if you would, tell us, like, looking ahead, how do you recommend organizations future-proof their security strategies to adapt to evolving threats and technologies in your sector, the manufacturing industry, basically?
Okay. I would think learning from COVID, what is important is security is important. Just like COVID, the issue is there's no strong authority to decide what to do. So of course, the economy important, but there must be somebody who can decide. So security now is like COVID. I think during crisis, CISO need to take on the authority to look out to call on even management look up to CISO. But at the same time, the CISO also need to work with the business side closely to ensure this security is built in from the start, rather than as afterthoughts. And to make sure, I quote just now, Ukraine war, to make sure we are on par with the hackers in terms of all this defense technology. Yeah. So these are the way I see.
Absolutely. So going into 2024, highly motivated cyber criminals, nation-state attackers, and activists will continue to innovate, expand, and exploit. Not much we can do to slow that down. However, we could and should definitely address the complexity of our security capabilities with technologies like AI to make them more effective and cost efficient. So thank you so much, Justin, for sharing valuable insights. And I'm sure our CXO TV audience would benefit greatly from this interesting and insightful conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay, bye. Have a good day.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.